Yo, I told you I'd be back. How y'all doing today? So, as you know, I made a few mistakes, a couple mistakes in the NBA playoffs. It's been a very interesting and very entertaining NBA playoffs, though. But I'm back. I'm going to talk about the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, who I picked, and I'm going to pick moving forward. Now, my first mistake was the Indiana Cleveland series. I picked Cleveland. I did say I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana won the series, though, and Indiana ended up winning the series. So I was wrong about that. Indiana, they just outmanned them. I mean, Cleveland was dealing with a few injuries, but I mean, Indiana was just outplayed them from inside to outside. I mean, they made plays when they needed to make plays throughout the series. So as you see, they ended the series in 5 games. So that was pretty much demolishing in my opinion. But I wasn't surprised that Indiana won. Indiana they've had experience in the playoffs from last season. They actually played well last season, and now it's an Indiana New York type of a game. That's the game that's going to be played. And let's talk about New York and Boston. Well, New York pretty much did the same thing that Indiana did. I mean, they had their struggles, but I think they pretty much dominated that series. I had Boston, made a mistake on that too. New York they stopped their 3-point shooting. Boston got cold. The 2 games Boston did win, I mean, they were, damn near perfect with their 3-point shooting. So, you live by the three, you die by the three, and they definitely died by the three. Also, it didn't help that Jason Tatum got hurt. So, but by then, I felt like the series was over. It was going to be overwhelming, 3-1. He got hurt in the 4th game. So, you know, maybe they could have came back in that game. I don't think so. I just think New York is playing better. They're more team based. They were more team based in Boston, and they can shoot the three. They can score from inside. They just don't use the three to win games all the time. They score in any kind of way. So this is what happened. New York won that series 4-2. So now we have a New York Indiana matchup, which is they matched up last season too. I believe Indiana won that series, but man, this is gonna be a good series. Um, my heart says Indiana, but my money says New York. I'm gonna go with my money. I mean, like I'm gonna say this again, precursor. I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins this series, because these teams are pretty evenly matched in my opinion. They kind of got the same type of things going on. Indiana may be a tad bit better 3-point shooting team, um, but the matchups are going to be interesting. But I think at this particular point in time, Indiana has a lot of confidence. They're not scared of anybody. I think they would have even matched up well with Boston. But this is going to be a great series. I think Brunson is going to be the best player again in this series, but he's going to need his boys to play. Cat got to play. Bridges got to play. All these guys have to play ball, and they have to D up too. Same with Indiana. I'm gonna lean New York just because of Brunson, though, man. No one can stop this dude, man. This dude is just unbelievable. He's showing his worth. So I'm going with New York. I'm gonna take them. I think it goes 7. I'm gonna take them at 7. Let's go out west, and I'm gonna show you how I messed that up too. Well, you know what? Actually, I did not mess that up. I went 2-0 out west because I did pick OKC. I got them going. I got them winning the finals. And I may change that, may or may not. But right now, I had them. I had them going to the finals, so they will go to the finals again um, against Minnesota. Now the Minnesota Golden State series, I chose Minnesota at the last minute. I felt like their defense was going to, come together, which they did. Now Steph got hurt, so that completely changed the series, completely, and Minnesota basically dominated. Um, you know, uh, Minnesota has defense and they can score. Ant is a problem. Randall is starting to open up too. And they play, the whole team played solid defense. So Golden State couldn't do anything. Golden State couldn't even score, man. I mean, it was embarrassing. But I did pick Minnesota. The OKC Denver series, I picked OKC, of course. I didn't think it was going to be as close of a series as it was. Denver showed the heart of a champion. They played tough. That game 7, I think they just ran out of energy. Because, like I said, their bench, to me, is non-existent. They had a couple Cinderella players that played well, throughout the series and came off the bench. But, Game 7 was very telling of how deep OKC is and how not deep Denver is. There you have it. So, OKC, Minnesota. Whew. This is going to be a good series, too. Again, I have to go with OKC. I just think I'm not sure who the better star is, in this series. Could be Ant, could be Shea though too. But I think they both cancel each other out anyway, So I'm gonna go because OKC is deeper. They play well as a team. They're gonna have to play a little bit better though. It seemed like Denver had them shook a little bit, but Denver's an experienced team though. But I think OKC can beat Minnesota. I really do believe that. Now Minnesota, they have great defense, but OKC does too. And OKC has, they're the number 1 seed, so their 4 games will be in OKC. They rarely lose in OKC. The OKC is a young team though. Both these teams are pretty young. But OKC is really young. So they're still trying to learn how to, play these series and how to win these series. But I'm going with OKC to win this series, though. It's going to be a great series, though. So you got OKC and New York. Whew. I'm sticking with my guns, though. I'm going OKC, man. Too much talent, man. Way too much talent. They go so deep. I think New York will mess around and tire out in this series, because they've been going, man. They've been going hard. Their top, their starting lineup has been going hard all playoffs and winning games and playing well. But I think they run out of steam. I think OKC has bigs, they got smalls, they got they got everything, man. Not that New York doesn't either, but I just think it's, I just think that they're ready, man. They're a young team. They just, they're free spirit. I think they're ready to win, take that next step. So I'm still going with OKC. So, nothing has changed with that particular pick, winning the whole thing. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll be back before the finals to break that down as well. And I may be back from time to time to give y'all some picks that I might have, man, because I was making some picks throughout the whole playoffs. I just didn't tell y'all, but I shall be back. But nonetheless, enjoy the rest of these games. The Western Conference and the Eastern Conference Finals, they're going to be good, going to be entertaining. It's really, these all 4 teams. Any one of these teams, in my opinion, could win. The finals. I think Indiana could mess around and just explode. You know what I mean? And just try to win this thing while they can. But I think OKC is the top gunners right now. So enjoy the matchups. I'll be back. Don't fumble the bag, guys. All right.